hello, everyone. Good evening. Good to see everybody coming in. Hey, Miss Justice 111. Much love, PG. Hey, girl, you're number one in here tonight. God bless. And number two, the legendary. All right. Love you at PG. Hey, girl, I love you guys too. You know it. All right. And number three, oh, there you are, country girl Ann. Hello, everyone. Hello to you. Hey, good to see you, sweetie. And number four, Vicky. You number four, girl. Hey, PG. Hey, hey, hey to you guys. God bless. And let me see. Let's get down through here. Hey, Anna, how you doing, sweetie? Stephanie. Oh, Mama Homestead, how you doing, sweetie? Spread love. Spunky. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Kathy, how you doing, sweetie? Uh, Lauren, how you doing, hun? Summer Moon, Utah Wells. Hey, hey, hey to you. Patty, Australia. Good to see you. Let me see. There's Vicky. And am I missing anyone? Janet, how you doing, sweetie? There's there is Dartmouth. How you doing, hun? And Patty Ponytail. Good to see you. PG, good to hear you. Good to hear you guys. Good to see you guys in here. Um tonight tonight I wanted to cover some stuff. Some stuff in Summer's case. But we have another missing child, Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee. From my understanding, this is a stolen car, right? It's a stolen car in the picture. Um, he's 2 years old. He's 2 years old. Uh, Last seen on 12/29/2024. Um, he's a beautiful little feller, right? Beautiful little feller. If you have any information or you see this vehicle, please contact law enforcement. Contact law enforcement. There is more pictures here of the little guy. He is adorable. Isn't he adorable? I don't know if this is a family issue. I don't have any idea what's going on here. Um, we haven't got more updated information. I'm sure it will be coming out soon. But yes, if you have or you see this particular vehicle, please contact law enforcement. It's hard telling. I mean, it could be in any state by now. So contact law enforcement. Yes, it needs to stop, right? It really needs to stop. He is cute. He's so adorable. Beautiful, beautiful child. Yes. So, stay on the lookout no matter where you're at. Stay on the lookout because they could be anywhere, right? They can be anywhere. Hopefully, hopefully law enforcement, finds the child, finds this vehicle and the child, and it gets returned home safely. That's what we pray for. Yeah, and that's true, Vicky. That's how it's looking. That's how it's looking. I don't know. Tennessee's getting scary, right? It's getting scary where children are concerned. Actually, it's getting scary for missing people, right? It's just like everybody's coming up missing. I don't know. It's quite strange, but there is a lady that's out here. I do not know her mental capacity. I have no idea. you know, I did, I did take the pictures I'm going to show you tonight. the pictures I'm going to show you tonight, I did run them through. I ran them through Google. I checked them to see if, they were like, you know, out there, could have been modified or whatever. Then they're not. They're originals. These pictures are originals, you guys. Um, you know, and it's kind of weird. I mean, this is kind of weird, but I keep an open mind. At least I try to. I try to keep an open mind. When it comes to these missing kids cases, especially Summers, I try to keep, an open mind because, you know, just like I said, it feels like there's more people involved surrounding her case than we want to really acknowledge. It's hard to acknowledge that there's a group of people doing sinister stuff to children, right? That's really hard to acknowledge. I mean, that's something that no normal mind wants to venture into. And but sometimes there's things going on that that you just wouldn't think, you wouldn't think it's plausible because it just is really too evil to think it's plausible. But you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. What I'm trying to say is once upon a time, I kind of laughed and like, shook things off. I shook them off because they just sounded so bizarre, so weird, like that's just too bizarre, right? That your mind just don't want to perceive it, and you just walk on shaking your head. But I've come to realize, after truly witnessing a lot of things, that there's just some stuff people can't make up, right? They just can't make it up. There's got to be some truth in it because it's just like too far-fetched to be made up, So I don't know, but this lady here that I'm going to, pop up and show you, and the pictures and so forth. I don't know what to think, you guys. I don't know what to think. I did find something. I'm going to call it out tonight. I don't know. But we're going to have a look at it. This lady pops up with these pictures. Now, I know a lot of people, who, are kind of like blowing this lady off, as being mentally disturbed or whatever. She says, in my opinion, give these folks a lie detectors test ASAP. So over being stalked. She's so over being stalked after doing something amazing here are photos where you clearly see these people in them, and they instead use my family for their, ring and etc. A photo of a video from before Candace lost weight, bringing Summer over to wrap a case up, then hiding again. I don't know what she's talking about there. I don't know what she means by Candace, bringing Summer over to wrap a case up. I don't know what she, then hiding again and acting like everything is normal. Why, God? Why did these people pretend they don't have this kid the whole time, then stay around to hurt my children? I I don't understand, what she's talking about here. Um, I wish she would, I wish she would have been more self-explanatory. How was her children hurt, right? What did she mean by wrap a case up? What kind of case? What was going on? You know, um, is that how she, you know, is that how they talk in order to kind of, you know, avoid, um, when she says some are over to wrap up a case? And do they use that kind of language to kind of conceal and hide, the true reason that she brings Summer over? You know, um, is that the language they use instead of, what they were actually doing? It's kind of like, people make up words, right? They make up words so you know, you know, um, like for instance, if you're in a group of people who do evil stuff, you know, um, what there will be code words, right? Like if somebody's there, if somebody's there, that is a informant or something, you don't say, hey, that's an informant. No, you use slang, code words to say, hey, what's up? Why is, and then you use code words to, and then they start looking around and then you just stare at the person because, and they see where your eyes are and like, give you a nod. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. This is how this kind of stuff works. When she says wrap up a case, or, was they wrapping up a client, that, wrapping up things with a paying client, so forth and so on. I don't know what she meant by that. I wish she would be more, self-explanatory, because there she uses the word, you know, um, ring, you know, and etc. And so that, that puts me with clients, not cases. Right? I mean, trying to make sense out of all of this, but I wish she would have been more self-explanatory and, what she's saying. And the lady who wrote that supposedly believes her home camera captured the pictures. Yeah, that's exactly right, Molly. Exactly right. That that she believes, and I don't know, because it does. There is something weird going on in these pics. There's something weird going on in these pics, you guys. That's for sure. She's got different pics here, right? I mean, from what she's saying, Robin Lane should take a lie detector's test. Candace should be taking a lie detector's test, Some other people she's saying should be taking lie detector's tests. I don't know. But there is, these pictures are not out there, to be modified. But I'm gonna, I want to just let you guys see and hear and know what. There's somebody else out here saying some really weird stuff too. Here's another pic. She says that there are these men. She says that this is a pic of these men lifting like a circle of men, lifting Summer into the air, like lifting her up into the air. It looks like, it looks like Summer. I mean, I can see what she's talking about because, um, you can see, I don't know. I don't know. It's like you can see these people, below, like they are lifting. I don't know if she blew it up. I mean, to me, Summer's just way too big. Like this don't look real life. The size of her is too big. But if the woman blew it up, like if she, took the photo and tried to pull it forward as much as she could, it's plausible that could have happened. Would have made Summer look like this. If that's what she done. I don't know. But it definitely, I mean, I thought it may be photo crop, but I checked. I ran this, and I ran it, you guys. I ran these pictures, and I couldn't find any of them. Any of them out there that this could have been photo crops from. So they pretty much got to be originals. But these are the photos that she was showing. This 2022. It looks like it might have been December. It must have been either. It looks like it was either December or February 21st, 2022. It was early morning hours, very early morning hours that this video was taken. So, and it looks early morning hours too. It looks like, before the sun came up. And, and it looks like people are leaving, are getting gone before the sun does come up. Why would they be outside her window? Well, they wouldn't be outside her window. Basically, they would be outside in her yard. They would be using her land to be doing some weird stuff on. What they would be doing is using her land to do whatever they're doing out there. I mean, I don't know if she lives with somebody that's, if she lives with somebody there that, was allowing this stuff to go on. And she, like sometimes you'll be staying with people, right? You'll be staying with somebody and they're allowing stuff to go on that you don't agree with, that you don't, that you don't affiliate yourself with, but you ain't got no say. You ain't got no say because, what they do is their business. What you do is your business type thing, even though you don't agree with it, well, you're staying there, right? And you see some weird stuff going on, right? Through the camera. You capture it. As proof that there's some weird stuff going on out there in that yard, that you don't understand, I mean, I don't know. They had to be out there using that land. I mean, that's where they were, right? That's where the pictures are taken. So they had to have been doing whatever on that land. And like I said, it could be somebody she lives with, maybe her parent or husband or boyfriend or, I don't know. Somebody had to be going along with it because, you know, they're all there. Don't ask me. Here is the picture of, and you can see back here, it looks like summer to me. It definitely looks like summer to me. I've been trying to find a picture, you know, with Summer's hair cut really short, because here it's cut. You can tell this is after she got her hair shaved, her head shaved. I've been trying to look for a picture like this of Summer, you know, maybe on a dirt bike or something like that. They could have been cropped. But I can't find one. You know, I can't find any. So I don't know what's going on here. I mean, she, you know, it looks like she might have been on some type of a bike or something. But then again, she could have been trying to hold on to people's heads. If they were lifting her above them, you know, it would kind of look like she's on a bike because she's trying to maybe hold on to people's arms or hold on to them as they're picking her up in the air like that, because you don't want to fall. You know, yeah, it's right there. I just wanted to, you know, let you guys see for yourselves. I mean, it's disturbing. If you ain't been able to see it yet, right there where the arrow's pointing, just look where the arrow's pointing. You can see Summer's face, and then you'll be able to see her body, you know. After that, you know, I don't know if people's lifting her up in the air or not. A man's face. I don't see no man's face in here. I just see Summer's. I mean, it looks like Summer's face to me. I don't see no man. I see, it looks like the back of someone's hoodie or something right there below it. I don't know. You know, I don't know, you guys. I've been trying to, you know, I've been trying to figure it out myself. It's just, you know, it's really strange. Yeah, it's Summer's face for sure. Absolutely. It is definitely Summer's face. You know, I don't know. But according to her, there's a circle of men lifting Summer in the air at this particular time. Like some kind of weird stuff. They're picking her up in the air. A circle, you know, big circle of men. She said men. I don't know. It is a video. Oh, do you got the video, Mama Homestead? Oh, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. I could surely figure out more of what's going on here if I could get the original video. If you could send that to me somehow, I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. Here she is. She says, she said, find Summer Wells. This is 2023. She comes back out again. Hey, Rainmaker, how you doing, sweetie? She says, does anyone else think this looks like David Dotson holding up Summer Wells? They shaved her head again. It looks like, see blue circle, see David Dotson's head, bald spot, curly hair, and other men holding her up. That's what she's saying. You know, that they're holding, I don't know. You know, I ain't ever been to one of those rituals. You know, I haven't ever been to one of those rituals like that. In circle, looks like Summer Wells got her head shaved. Looks like David Dotson, in my opinion. Find Summer Wells. Another guy holding her up. What were they doing, and how do these people keep getting away with just existing in the public without any trouble? Yet so many people keep, especially these YouTubers, exploiting her, extorting her, and abusing her, and have this large group that lets them keep doing the same things every single day in the Morristown region. I really wish that the police would do something about these people, right? Um, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Um, in the circle, like Summer Wells got her. In the circle, looks like Summer Wells got her head shaved again. Looks like David Dotson, in my opinion, finds Summer Wells. Another guy holding her up. What were they doing, and how do these people keep getting away with just existing in the public without any trouble? Now, I think she can answer. I think she should be able to answer that better than we could. I mean, I can answer it for her. I have no problem answering this, but I would think she's able to answer it better than myself because it's her camera that picked this up, right? Right? Put a one in the chat. It's her camera that picked this up in her own yard, right? And so she's there. Honey, you're there. This is your camera picking all of this stuff up on your own property. And then you're going to ask us, you're going to ask us, we the people out here, what the hell's going on? Well, I can tell you what's going on if this is real pictures and you know, if this ain't BS, some, modified up BS. I can tell you what's going on, sweetie. What's going on is some kind of weird, freaking, some weird ass satanic ritual that, involves this little girl. A bunch of people out there. Now, I don't know if they're all men because I don't believe they're all men. I believe that some of them could be women too, because women and men do this kind of stuff. Women and men join in together. Now, there's only certain rituals. There's only certain ones that women wouldn't be allowed. Women would not be allowed to partake in because of certain reasons. Certain reasons women wouldn't be able to partake in it. And some women might get offended. Some women may get offended not being allowed to partake in the ritual, right? Because they're a woman. Because, right there she says, Summer Wells got her head shaved. Looks like David Dotson, in my opinion. Find Summer Wells, another guy holding her up. What were they doing? So she seems to be disturbed that this is all men, doing this, not allowing the women to join in. I don't know. Did she contact FBI? Did she contact Hawkins County law enforcement? Did she contact any law enforcement at all? She kind of says here that she wishes law enforcement, would step in and do something. But what you don't understand is when you got when you got these occults, right? When you got these groups and occult groups, well, you got doctors and you got lawyers and you got, law enforcement and judges. And I mean, you know, there's a lot of, a lot of different walks of life, right? All kinds of hats, all kinds of different hats. They get into this kind of stuff. I mean, I'm not saying every doctor or lawyer because that's not true. You know, um, what I'm trying to say is, a lot of people believe in God, right? They worship God. They don't do this kind of stuff. There's many hats that go to church and don't do this, and there's many hats that do. You know, and that's why when you're out in public, when you're, she says, you know, um, how how does these people get to just walk around and live in society like nothing happened? Well, because it's a freaking group of people, lady, right? Of all different walks of life, wearing all different hats. Some of them, some of them's probably in the court system, allegedly. Some's probably law enforcement, allegedly. When you got all of these people, that do this kind of stuff, well, it's going to stay quiet. You know, they make it, these people in these high places make it feel like it's okay, and everybody's going to be protected because, they're in a high places where they can protect you, right? It just is what it is. And and this stuff seems normal. This is normal stuff for these people, right? They've been doing it for so long. It's like just normal. This is what they do. This is what they believe in. Um, you know, I mean, let us look at, let us look at history, right? Let us go back in history. Let's look at, the mafia. They was getting away with a whole lot of things, right? Because they were paying off people to do what they wanted to do. Um, you know, they paid off people to turn their heads. Um, let's go back and look at the clans, right? They, you know, they were in high places. I mean, they went out and did evil, sinister things, but they were in high places, where people turned their heads. Nobody was going to jail, nobody was going to prison, It's what they did, it's what they do. It was evil. It was evil, right? It's all evil. But money talks, BS walks, you know, that's how people, you know, exist in life normally. But she's asking us what's going on. Baby, it's in your backyard. You have to know. You got to know. I mean, if some stuff's going on in my backyard, I'm calling 911 if I don't know about it, right? I mean, I wouldn't have to be sending this video to law enforcement. I wouldn't have to send this video to law enforcement. I would have been calling law enforcement to show up while the people's out there, right? Because if these people are out there doing some weird stuff like that, raising some kid up in the air, you're going to be woke up. I don't care how asleep you are. You're going to be woke up from all that chanting. You're going to be woke up from this child's, voice talking. You're going to know this stuff's going on in your backyard. I'm sorry. Your camera's catching it. I think she knows exactly what's going on. Here you go. Here's what she's saying. She's saying that there is these people, and in these, and like these people in these black clothing. You can see it looks like 1, 2, 3. They do look like they're in a circle. And she's saying that they're lifting Summer above them, right? That these men are lifting Summer above them. Now, I did take note they got a swimming pool out here as well, right? A swimming pool. And usually when they do stuff, they try to do it somewhere around water, somewhere around water. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. I don't know what to make of it. But I did run it. I did run it through and I couldn't. I mean, this has to be an original picture. It has to be an original. So I don't know. From the backs with black clothes. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. I mean, I don't know. I I have no idea. It's kind of freaky, right? It's kind of freaky, you guys, to say the least. It is kind of freaky. There it is again. I just want to let you guys get a really good look. I'm trying, it was 1 minute 40 seconds. The video was 1 minute 40 seconds. Wherever that video is, it's 1 minute and 40 seconds. Yeah, it looks like Summer, and it does look like a man's head there. It does look like there's some men. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know why she didn't put out the video, right? She should have put out the video. I don't know why um she didn't put out the video. You have to really look at it, Dame, in order to see it. It's hard to see. It's hard to see, but if you really, if you really look at it, you can see Summer's face. You see Summer being, it looks like she's being lifted into the air, or a picture where she was riding. I thought it could be, I thought it could be a cropped picture, but I don't know. I don't, I can't find, and I have like, all the pictures off of Candace's, before Candace took so many pictures from her Facebook. I've got them all. I mean, I got right in there and got all the pictures, right, that Candace had. And I cannot find none. Um, I got I got a picture, of Summer when she had hair. She was younger. She had hair, on the bikes and so forth like that. But none right before she went missing after she got her head shaved. There is none. There isn't any. Um, so I don't, that's what makes me almost leads me to believe that these pictures are legit, that they're legit. But I don't know, I don't know um when it would have had to been done. It would have had to been done before she disappeared. And the reason I say that is because her hair is, she's got a lot less hair than she did when she got gone, in this particular picture of them lifting her up. She has a lot less hair. It's like it was done. It's almost like it was done maybe about a month or so before she went missing from the shaved head. That's what it's looking like to me. That this was, something that happened, you know, a month or so prior to her disappearance. Is my, take on it from what I'm seeing. Who we blaming tonight is someone new every week, and F you, Raven. Who is Raven? Who is Raven? Right. Let me let me try to figure out. F you, Raven? Is there a Raven in here? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna leave the chat up to the mods. Yeah, Dame Defer. I will explain them again. Um from from what from what I'm understanding, um Renee is Raven. Yes, I am Raven. Why is this lady in here saying bad stuff about you, Raven? I don't know. I don't know. My mods will take care of it. My mods will take care of it. Um, Dame, what's going on is there's a lady, this woman. Anyway, she came out of practically nowhere, and she's put out these pictures. She put out these pictures saying that that there was these people that her camera, her home cam, picked up these people out in her yard, out in her land, having some kind of weird ritual, and supposedly there was a group of people, and this group of men. She said just the men. That there was, I don't know how many men. She said there was a big circle of men, and she said that all of these men were picking up Summer, that they picked her up and they put her up in the air over top of them. And they were doing something out there, holding Summer supposedly extended over their heads, having some kind of ritual. And she said that she believes that one of them allegedly is David Dotson. Now, I don't know. I seen David Dawson dressed up in some kind of get up like that, and he was walking around saying some weird stuff. Do you guys remember that? Put a one in the chat. I have that. I have that video where he's walking around in some kind of, black, some kind of black um gown, some kind of black robe all the way down to his feet with a hood on it, and he's walking around saying some weird stuff, right? Now, I do got that video. He had that posted up, and I did get a hold of that. I mean, I thought he was just playing around. It might be Halloween or something, and he was just, playing around, being silly. But I do have it. That's true. Yeah, I agree, Dame Defer. I do. I agree that, if her camera caught it, on her own land outside, right outside her house, then she has to know what was going on. You know, people just don't walk. People do okay, let me put it this way. I don't think I don't think groups of I don't think a group of occult people are just going to walk up to your home. You know, I don't think that this big old group of occult humans are going to pop up in your yard with a child, with a child, throwing it up over their head and doing some kind of weird stuff without you know, without you knowing who they are. That's my take, because you're going to call police. And when you call the police are going to show up. And these people's going to probably be going to prison or something. So, because if you have a big bunch of weird people show up in your yard, you're calling 911, right? You're going to load up your best friend Smith and Wesson, and you're going to, lock down your house, and you're going to, you know, wait for law enforcement to get there, and you're going to, be ready to protect yourself in any way you have to, if you have to. I mean, for all of this to go on, because, um, I'm pretty sure that, I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty damn sure that, if you were going to do some kind of ritual, right? Some kind of occult type rituals, it's going to take more. It's going to take more, than a few minutes, right? Like, I say, if you're going to do a ritual, they usually start around midnight, and they go on sometimes till almost the crack of dawn, right? They kind of stop. They kind of stop right before sun comes up, and everybody departs. So, that's pretty much how they work. So this is stuff that goes on. I mean, goes on for like a few hours, right? Not a minute and 40 seconds. This stuff, if they were out there doing this, then they were out there for hours doing some weird stuff. And she has to know what they were doing, right? She was there. It was her home. Why bring it out? Me personally, if this is really authentic, if this is truly authentic, she basically told on herself, right? She basically told on herself. But I'm going to tell you something that's really weird. That's really, really weird. I want to show you, because she's trying to say, these are the pictures right here, you guys, that, give you a little clear view of the pictures. She's trying to say in this picture, that is Candace. She's trying to say in this picture right here that the one, with the shorts on and the hoodie is Candace Wells. She's trying to say, with the boots, she's trying to say this is Candace. Hey, Kimmy, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. And that's what I'm saying. Exactly, right, Dame Defer? I don't know. I don't know. You know, I have, I have no idea. Of all the houses and the land they could pick, it would be hers. It's snitch. I don't know. I have no clue on that one. I don't mean to sound like Don Wells, but it's kind of sounded elusive to me. Right? I don't know. But that's what she's saying. Trust me. You know, we all have camera systems, right? Almost everyone in the world has camera systems now. Almost everyone, you know, everybody. And I'm going to tell you, if if I have a video, if I have a video like, like of some weird people doing that kind of weird stuff, um, I'm not going to show it to nobody. I'm not going to be showing it to nobody, right? I'm not going to be showing it to nobody because if it's on my property, then I obviously know all about it, right? I mean, on my video, you see a cookout, right? You see a cookout. Well, people ain't out in my yard. They ain't a bunch of people in my yard lighting up my freaking grill and cooking their food and eating it, right? Oh, look what my camera caught. A bunch of people roasting marshmallows, right? Over my freaking campfire. There's a bunch of people in my yard. Look at this. They got my grill lit up and they're frying hamburgers and hot dogs and having a good time. No, no. If you see that in my yard, then I'm having a party, right? I'm having a party. And that's all I got to say. All I got to say is that this kind of stuff is taking place right outside your door on your land. You know about it. You know about it. You know exactly what was going on. Don't tell me you just woke up and hear all this stuff went on from midnight till freaking crack of dawn, right? Oh, hell no. Ain't nobody gonna be in your yard all night long doing some weird shit like that and you not hear it, see it, or know about it. That's insane. Maybe they did it all of this while she was on vacation. Yeah. Hey, Molly, I think you just gave her a way out, right? I think you just gave her a way out of all of this. She probably couldn't have thought of that on her own. I hope I hope she I hope she has enough to thank you for that for that alibi you just gave her, right? Oh shoot. With Candace spelling big candy, not little. I don't know. Well, she's trying to say that was Candace. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that's Candace at all. Um, you know, I really done some looking over these videos, and no, I don't think that's Candace at all. She says this is the person walking away, leaving. Well, this person might be leaving, but look, they're talking to someone outside. They're, the other person, the person in the hat, the person with the hat on their head, looks like they live here. I'd say the person with the hat on their head right there was her. Was the lady putting out the video. The other person, she knows who this other person is, because I truly believe it's her standing here talking to him. Just, my opinion. I don't think she was on vacation. I think that right there is her, because she's standing like the person that owns the house, right? You can pretty much tell who owns the house by the way they stand. And, and they always stand close, as if they're going back in. So, I would say that's her, and she knows exactly who she's talking to. I thought it might be a male too at first, Ruby. That's what I said. I said, that could be a man. That could be a man, but I don't think so, because they're not much taller than the other woman. They're just like a hair taller than the other woman. The other woman's pretty short. That's definitely a woman. And I think the other one's a woman too. She tried to say it was Candace. I don't think that's Candace. And then she says that's them leaving the property right there when they was, when they was walking away. So she must have went back in the house as they was leaving. If you ask me, that's what I think. Exactly. Now, I compared this with Candace. Look, I compared it with Candace. And Candace stands with her legs spread. See, Candace has this spreaded leg stance, right? She don't stand like this woman, right? She doesn't stand like that lady. Nah, that just isn't Candace. I'm telling you, I don't believe it is. Hey, Dame, I appreciate that. I appreciate your review. Merry Christmas, PG. Hey, God bless. I appreciate you supporting Summer's channel. I really do. Anyhow, I just don't think it is. I don't. Now, put a 1 in the chat if you want to hear who I believe it is. If you want to hear who I believe it may be, put a 1 in the chat. Because I really researched on this. You guys know I do. You guys know I do. PG does her homework. At least I try. At least I try to do my homework. And this is a weird thing because this person got real close to Candace. This person got really close to Candace, right? That I think it is. Yeah. Hey, look, everybody wants to know. Okay. I'm going to show you guys. Right there. Kathy the friend. Kathy the friend is who I believe it is. Take a look at this, you guys. Look at her, the dark hair. Dark hair. That person looks like they're wearing a mask. Did you notice that this person looks like they're wearing a mask on their face? Kathy the friend wears a mask. Look at the ear. Look at the ear, how the ear sticks out. Look at the ear. Look at the size. Look at the size. And look how she stands. Look how she stands. She stands just like this person, right? She stands like them. Yeah. That's who I think it is. That's who I truly believe. Yeah, right. Snow baby, absolutely. That's, yeah, it does. It really freaking looks like her. Look at that. Look. Doesn't it? It does. I'm telling you, I believe that's who it was. I believe it was Kathy the friend out there. So if they was having some kind of ritual outside that house, I believe Kathy the friend was there. And Kathy the friend really made it a point to be friends with Candace, didn't she? Even had Candace staying at her house. Had some weird obsession with Candace that was just really abnormal, right? I don't know, you guys. I don't know. It sounds like they were having some kind of freaking ritual outside this lady's house, and Kathy the friend was there. Not Candace. It sounds like Kathy the friend was there. Right? And if all of this is legitimate, if this is really a video, if this is a true video that was taken, by this lady's, home, can't look, you could tell there's a mask on. You could tell there is a mask on this person's face. Look at the dark hair, the mask. Look. I'm telling, even the hairline, look. Because she's got like a cowlick. She's got a cowlick in the same place as the other person, right? Yeah, exactly, you guys. Exactly. Right? Just saying. Right? Look at the ears. That's what I said. Yeah, same forehead. Exactly. You know, so if this stuff was going on, if there was some kind of weird ritual going on out in that yard, right? I think Kathy the friend was there. If this, if this stuff here was really, really going on, if there's a group of men, if this is a group of men holding this child up in the air, right? Then Kathy the friend had to have been there. Right? And it looks to me like this was, this was early on. Like, if you ask me, this looks like something that was going on before Summer came up missing, because her hair looks more shaved. It looks more shaved than when she was on the milk jugs. Right? This is the beginning. This is to be, like, this is like right when Summer was on the milk jug, she had more hair than hair. Right? This picture probably was taken about 3 weeks before Summer went missing. And if you look at this, it looks, it looks like it would have been before, because her hair doesn't seem as long as it did, in the picture of her sleeping on the milk jugs, of her being on the milk jugs. I don't know what was going on. I don't know. It looks like Kathy the friend. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. As soon as I seen it, I was like, that ain't Candace. That's Kathy the friend. Right? I was like, no, I seen this woman before. I seen her. And I'm telling you. So, what the hell's going on? What's going on here? I don't know. Look. And she's definitely got a mask on. And look at, let me go back here. Where's, and look at her skinny ankles. Look at her skinny ankles, you guys. Look how skinny her ankles are. And so is the other person's got skinny ankles too, right? Look at the skinny ankles. That's what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, I truly believe this is her, man. I really do. ABC, I appreciate it. Super sticker. All right. I appreciate your support for Summer's channel. God bless. Yeah. I mean, what was they doing? What were they doing? Oh, wow. Thank God. Mama Homestead. 2-year-old was found safe. Yes. All right. Oh, praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Yeah, girl, you brought good news tonight. We appreciate it. God bless. Mama Homestead. I appreciate that. Baby was found safe. 2-year-old baby found safe, you guys. The little guy was found safe. They found him. And he's okay. God bless. That's what we want to hear all the time, right? Yes, we want to hear that all the time. Boy, I'm going to tell you, Lord was good tonight. He was good tonight, and I surely appreciate it and thank him. Amen. And bless everyone sending prayers up for this little guy to be returned safe. Amen. I appreciate that. Yeah, that was good news. Absolutely good news. I appreciate it. We couldn't have got better news tonight. Thank God. Thank God. That'll help a lot of us sleep, right? That'll help a lot of us sleep tonight, because I was worried I was going to be awake, right? I thought I was going to be awake. That little guy's just absolutely adorable. He's absolutely an adorable little feller. And I bet his family are just praising the Lord that he's all right and he's back in their arms. You know, amen. Yes, sending prayers. Yeah, let's not ever forget to thank God. Let us not ever forget to thank God for all the good things he does, right? Hallelujah. But I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I mean, if this is authentic, these pics are authentic, and they really was holding some type of weird ritual outside that house, right? It looks like Kathy the friend was there. It looks like she was there. I don't know. And this lady had to know. I mean, I think she knew. I think she brought this coverage out. I think she brought this coverage out because, I think she got offended. She got offended or got into it with this group of people, something. Because she didn't bring this stuff out. She didn't bring this stuff out the next day, right? She didn't bring it out the next day. I mean, this is, if you ask me, this is old footage. Some old footage from at least like I said, I think it was like old footage from at least 3 or 4 weeks before Summer came up missing, is what it looks like. It looks like it's footage from before she came up missing. And I thought that Kathy the friend wasn't supposed to know Don and Candace till after Summer had came up missing. It don't look like, that's the case, right? And no, it's not Candace. The TBI needs to talk to Kathy the friend, because that's certainly who it looks like. That is certainly who it looks like. And this woman called out David Dotson. She called out David. I thought that David Dotson was a little weird. I thought he was a little weird when he's sitting in the church, trying to get the attention of a 5-year-old child. Who does that? What grown man tries to get the attention of a 5-year-old in a church house? I ain't never seen nothing like that. I've seen old women. I've seen older women, in the church, they're like grandmas, right? Like grandmas. The old women up in their 70s, 80s. I've seen them wave at a child, or smile at a baby and stuff like that from across the pews. I've even seen young girls and teenagers and stuff come up, wanting to play with the baby and tell how cute it is and things like that. I've even had, older men, like in their 70s and 80s, shake the baby's hand as they go by, right? They'll shake the baby's hand. Um, but David Dotson isn't a 70, 80-year-old woman. He's not, you know, a young teenager or a child wanting to see the baby. Um, you know, he's not a really older man, right? An old man that just smiling at the child, thinking it's cute or whatever. Um, and usually this happens with babies, like, newborns, 6 months old, 2 years old, 3 years old. Usually when kids are like Summer's age, 4 or 5 years old, you know, nobody really pays attention to them much like older women do. Older women do. Even the teenagers and the other kids don't pay attention to 4 and 5-year-olds. They want to pay attention to little babies. So what is this guy? He's middle-aged. He's sitting back there and he's trying to get the attention of a 5-year-old child who is clearly scared of him, right? She's clearly showing fear of this guy. And I've always heard if a child doesn't like someone, you better take heed. You better not be trusting that person. If your child shrinks back into you, if someone walks up to you, I don't care who they are and I don't care how old they are. If someone walks up to you and your child shrinks back into you, like they're afraid, you best be not having that person around you. Because children are like, I hate to say it, children are like animals. They can tell. Children just sense evil. They sense it. I don't know how, but they do. Children can sense evil. And if a child don't like somebody, you probably don't want to like them either, right? If he gives the majority of us creeps, he's a lot. Not just a little. He is. He's like, I'm going to play my flute. I'm going to play my flute every day until Summer comes home, right? I'm like, what? And then there was that video of him walking around doing some kind of weird home stuff, it's really like, I don't know. It was freaky as hell. I was like, that's not normal. That's not normal behavior. But then, like I said, I didn't know. I didn't know if it's Halloween or if he was just, you don't know. And, yeah, I gotta agree. The guy was creepy. He was just freaking creepy weird. That's my take on it too, you guys. That's big mistake. Big mistake. Trusting people is a big mistake. A lot of people, you want to trust people. You want to trust people. You want to, all humans want to be liked, right? Every human wants to be liked. They want to have they want their family to love and care about them. They want friends to love and care about them. Everybody. The only thing humans really do want is to be cared about. They want to have people, they feel, they want to feel there's people there for them. If anything happens, there's people there for them. Um, Good times, bad times, it doesn't matter. They just want to feel like, they got people who care, and that they can, talk with and intermix with, and people just want to be loved. They just want to be loved and cared about. And they may, and a lot of people, a lot of people are vulnerable. They're very vulnerable, because you can't, I know everybody loves to have people care about them. You know, it's just human nature. It's just human nature to want, that's why, life ain't worth, life ain't worth 2 cents if you ain't got people who care about you, who love you, who want to be around you. Life isn't worth nothing, if you ain't got no one to share it with, right? It's not worth nothing if you ain't got people to share it with. And, the problem is you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful who you're sharing your life with, because humans are dangerous. There's a lot of humans that, are very dangerous. You can't just, I don't care if they're in a church or not. I don't care if they're in the front freaking pew of the church every time you go there, right? Don't be trusting them. I'm going to tell you what people show you on the outside isn't always what's on the inside, right? It's not always what's on the inside. And you got to remember, you always have to remember that people have two sides to them. They got two sides to them. One that you're seeing and one that they're hiding, right? I'm going to tell you, they always say, if you want to really know, how someone is, do one or two things. Make them rich or piss them off. Well, it's a lot easier to piss them off, right? But if you really want to know what you're dealing with, just piss them off one time. You'll find out, exactly what you're dealing with. No doubt in my mind. I don't know. From what, from what Fred Heal says, I mean, here's the funny thing. You had Don Wells, right? You had Donald Wells talking about sacrifice. You had Fred Heal talking about sacrifice. You had Jody Sue talking about sacrifice. There was a lot of people right there in Summer's little circle, not to, I'm not saying that it means anything, but it could mean everything. I mean, these people were really talking, what I'm saying is, if only one of them, talked about sacrifice, you'd be like, oh, that's pretty normal. One, mentally messed up, disturbed human talking about sacrifice. That, or just throwing it out there, to intimidate people somehow, But when you have like all these different people talking about it, you're like, whoa, what the hell's going on, right? What's going on down here? This is really weird. When all these people are kind of in the same circle, right? Of same circle as in mind frames, right? Their mind frames are equal. That's weird. It's weird when you have equal mind frames, because then it makes you start to say, Is this plausible? Is this plausible, right? I don't know. I'm going to tell you, I do believe something really weird with a group of people was going on. I really think that there was some weird stuff with these children, with children going on in Tennessee. I truly believe that. I mean, and you got to remember that church was having some kind of let the kids go hide and we'll find them, right? Let the kids go hide and we'll find them. What is that about? What is, what the hell is up with that? I mean, have you ever been to a church where the preacher and everybody says, "Hey, I got an idea. Let's let all the kids go hide and we'll find them." That sounds kind of creepy. I think that's when I'm going to get my kids and walk the hell out and not ever go back. And all the way to my car, I'm going to pray that none of these weird people are following me or trying to stop me. This would scare me. This would absolutely scare me, right? To be in a church full of people that I believe, worship God, loves God, believes in Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, and then all of a sudden they want to go hunt down children. It's like, whoa, and that's kind of weird, right? And that David Dotson was where? Where was David Dotson? He's in a church where they go hunt down little children. Go hide, kids. Let's find you. That's kind of, that's kind of scary. And it seems like, it also seems like they kind of dote on one kid or another. Did you notice that? Did you notice it seems like they kind of dote on one kid or another? I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you took note that this church, like you seen Summer front and center till she came up missing. And then after she came up missing, they end up with another kid in the church that looks just like Summer, right? That looks just like her. And this kid seems to be being in the spotlight, being doted on and everything. And we don't even know what happened to that kid, right? We don't know what happened to that kid. We don't know if it still goes there or if it's disappeared. We don't know what happened to that kid because we ain't seen it no more. It's really strange. It's really strange, that it's weird. It is weird. There's some weird stuff going on there that it just don't make sense. It's scary. It's scary. I used to go to different churches, right? I take my kids, I go to different churches because, they're churches, right? You think they're all good. It makes me leery now. I mean, when you walk through a church door, what exactly are you walking in? What exactly are you walking into? What are you walking into? It's getting kind of scary now, because you walk in there and you might not walk out, right? You might not walk out, maybe. I don't know. It's unsafe. When did it become unsafe to go to church? When did it feel unsafe to walk into a church house? I don't know. I don't know when all of this evilness, it just, this evilness didn't creep up on us, folks. It rised up on us, right? It didn't creep up. It rised up. Like it rised up out of nowhere. We didn't even see it coming. You can, you can see things creeping up on you. It didn't creep, baby. It just rose up out of nowhere. You know, okay, we don't want you praying in the school no more. We don't want, religion in politics. We don't want, um, any of this stuff going on, you know. And then and then all of a sudden, church doors are getting all locked up and and creepy and weird and all kinds of, it's like, whoa, you start hearing about these churches, um, trying to own people, put them to work and do weird stuff. And it's like, what's going on here? I never heard of this kind of thing. I mean, people go to church on Sunday morning, right? Saturday or Sunday. They go to church, they hear the word of God, you know, they they come home, right? They come home and they freaking have dinner, right? They have early dinner and they sit around and talk and maybe watch a movie and freaking go get ready and go to bed and then start their day, the next day and everything's, normal, right? It's normal. And now today it's like weird. You walk in a church house, the first thing they want to do is split your kids up. They want to split your kids up to different classes. They want you to go somewhere else. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute. What happened to coming to church? Everybody sit in a church, everybody listen to the preacher, everybody stand up and sing songs together, and everybody leave the same way they came in with their family, right? What happened to that? What happened to being able to keep an eye on my children, right? And having my family around me to being split up from everyone. I came to church. I didn't walk into, a police station to be split up and interrogated. What's going on here? Right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't trust nobody. I don't want my kids split up. I don't want one of my kids going here, another one going there, another, I don't want that. I don't know these people. I don't know, I don't know. What I'm saying is, I don't trust no one to watch my child like I do. I don't trust anyone to watch my child the way I do. I mean, my kid goes to this classroom and, is this teacher really going to watch my kid? My kid says, hey, I got to go to the bathroom. He goes to the bathroom, may not ever come back, right? Church houses have back doors. They have basements. They have all kinds of things. Oh, well, I let him go to the bathroom. What can I do? Right? If your child was with you, if your child's with you, then you would have went to the bathroom. You would have let your child use the restroom. You'd have been standing there and you'd have took it back to the church, right? You would have been watching it. You'd have been keeping an eye on it. It wouldn't have came up gone. I don't trust other people with my kids. I don't want my kids running around the church with David Dotson waving at it, right? Paying so much attention to it. That's fucking weird. That's just really weird. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know when all of this stuff happened. I have no idea when it all happened. But I want to know why this lady did not put the whole video out. Why did she just put, snapshots of it? I don't know. I don't know. You know, if I could see the whole video, and somebody said they had it, they was going to send it to me if possible. Um, I could do a lot more with it. I could do a lot more with it. I would like to see the original video. We used to have church in our living room and horse barn when I was a kid. Amen. Amen. You know what? There's people who still hold church in their garages. They hold church in their houses. The Amish do. The Amish hold church. They hold church inside of each other's homes. And you know, they take turns. They take turns holding church in each other's homes. And I think, you know, I think that that's a good ideal. I think that is a very good ideal. When I go to church, my children stay with me. They stay with me. I don't let them, you know, run off here, run off there. I just, no. And they don't want to. They don't, you know, they don't want to be stuck. My kids don't want to be stuck back in some room, you know, back in some room with a bunch of other people. And they don't like that. They like being in the main church. They like being, you know, in the openness. They like being able to, you know, go outside, you know, to go outside and just take a breather. You know, if you need some fresh air, being able to just go outside and stand there for a little bit, you know. Nobody likes to, you know, likes to feel caged up, you know, in some room. It's, you know, it's weird. And, you know, I'm not the only parent that likes to keep my children with me at church. I'm not the only parent that, you know, that does that. Absolutely. I agree with that. Um, there's other parents. There's other parents that like to keep their kids with them too. And, you know, when my kids were younger, you know, there was other parents like myself, you know, that like to keep their kids with them, keep an eye on them. And my kids, they used to color. They would color, you know, and, you know, play with tablets or with the phone and, you know, do things, you know. These kids would play together. Sometimes, you know, the girls would bring their paper dolls and play with those, you know, which wasn't paper dolls, it's wooden dolls. I don't know if you guys have seen the doll sets that are made out of wood that has the magnet clothes that go on the doll. If you guys have seen the new paper dolls, they're different. They're different than back in the old days. I like history, so I collect old paper dolls. I've actually found some really I found Shirley Temple, the Shirley Temple paper dolls. I have those. I actually have those. And you know, the old ones back in the day, paper dolls. I like to collect stuff like that. And I have other ones too from, you know, different eras. But the new ones have the magnet clothes that you put on. And, you know, the girls would bring those. My daughter would take hers, and the other your little girls in there would bring theirs, and they'd play with those. the boys would, do what boys do best, right? Um, Try to get into mischief, but kids will be kids. But it was, it was nice. And I love my church because the preacher says, he loves hearing kids. He said, if you don't hear kids in the church, you know, it don't, it just don't seem like church. If you don't hear, children laughing and their voices and that baby crying, it just doesn't feel like church. And I agree with that. I agree with that. But I haven't ever seen no creepy people like I did in. I haven't ever seen no creepy people like I did in the Wells Church. I didn't ever see no creepy people waving at anybody's 4 or 5 year old child, trying to get the child's attention. I haven't ever seen a child shrinking up against his parent, afraid, the way that Summer was shrinking up against Robin that day. Summer seemed to be shrinking up against Robin pretty good, while she was staring at that David Dotson. That was kind of creepy. And in that picture, this, what's funny is this lady says that this David Dotson is one of the people that were out there allegedly holding, Summer into the air. Doing some weird things. Could this be true? Could this be true? Put a 1 in the chat if you think it could be true. I don't know. I mean, everything's plausible, I guess. I don't know. No, it wasn't natural. It wasn't natural, Abigail. Absolutely not. That was quite scary, if you ask me. I mean, when you seen Summer shrink into Robin like that and the look on her face, it made you be scared for her, right? It made you be scared for Summer. I was scared for her. When I seen that picture, I got scared for her. That, that's how bad it was. It bothered me. It bothered me. And I wondered, why would this child be afraid of this man? You're in a church. Everybody's nice. Why would she, why would she feel why would she feel the need to be afraid of him? Like Summer was a brave child. She ran all over that church. You seen her run up there on the, right up on the altar, and you seen her go right up there on stage. You seen her, running around and coming back down and running through the church and running back up there. And I mean, this is a very brave little girl. Like, not afraid of nothing, right? Not afraid of anything. But yet this man goes to wave and she shrinks into Robin, like, and you could see on her face that she, you could see on her face that it's like almost like she had reason to fear him. It's like, I don't know. It's like she had reason. Like she didn't even want him near her. Right? And kids usually don't act that way unless they have reason. Had he at some point gave her reason? Had he at some point done something, said something, at some point had he gave her reason to be afraid like that? I don't know. Yeah, she did recoil. That's true, Chris. She did. It was quite, It was quite weird. Quite weird. I think there was a lot more to it. A lot more to it. From the looks on her face and the way she looked. I don't know. I mean, Summer just didn't strike me as the type to be afraid unless she had reason to be. That's what I'm saying. I don't think she was a child that would be easily intimidated, is what I'm saying. Somehow this guy intimidated her. And that could be. That could be. I don't know. Yeah, it was obvious. And for him to show up, for him to be one of the first to show up at the Wells house along with Robin, something, I just think something freaky goes on at that church. I don't know. But I just think there's something weird about that church. That church gives you weird vibes, right? It gives you weird vibes. The way them people talk and the way they act, it's like, you know, I don't know. It it's like watching the movie The Stepford Wives, right? That's what it reminds you of. Like, this mother freaking town, this town where, there's just like a secret society and these people all act weird, right? Bunch of weird people. It's not normal. It's not normal the way they talk. Like, you know, take Robin, for instance. It's like, hello. Yeah. Well, we was going to get our little backpacks and our snackies, and we was going to run up there. Like I thought it was going to be an all night thing, but they had to like break off, and I'm sure if she's out there, she would have been okay for a night or two in the woods. She could just like camp out, get a little campfire, and keep warm. What the fuck? Really? Who talks like that? Who thinks like that? This is like not even normal, right? It's not even normal. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, right. Exactly. Exactly, Jane Allen. Exactly. Right. Right out of a freaking novel. Freaking Stephen King. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's freaking weird. Just straight up weird. Oh, I know. I know. Right? It's just like stay off our property. You can search anywhere you want to, but you're not searching here. You know, um, Don and Candace, Candace made a statement. Candace made a statement, that went to the news. Remember when she was on the news, she said, um, they wouldn't have hurt her like that if I was there. Remember she made that statement that they wouldn't have hurt her like that if I was there. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It don't seem like Candace is there, right? Don't seem like she was there. Seems like Kathy the friend was. Sounds like Kathy the friend was. I mean, what was going on? What was going on up on Ben Hill Road? What the hell was these people into? I don't know. It seems like a lot of weird stuff. And then you got this Joseph Wells guy coming out of nowhere, right? You got this Joseph Wells guy coming out of nowhere. Like, showing up at Summer's birthday party, right? And Don's out in the parking lot hiding. Candace runs out and leaves too. Like they already know he's there and they're not, and they don't want to be there with him. Like something's going to come out that they don't want told. And this guy is standing there like, like he's been there before and he has all rights to know everything that's going on. It's like, Johnny, I'm back, right? Weird shit. Here's Johnny. I don't know. It's just, in that case, it would have been here's Joseph, kind of weird stuff. And, yeah, I'm telling you, something ain't right there. Something is not right in Summer's case. Definitely not. But like I said, there's another one of these out here. And I'm going to bring you, God willing, I'm going to bring you that tomorrow night. I'm going to bring you guys that tomorrow night. Another case like this. This case here, like I said, I checked to see if these photos were, out there somewhere, could have been modified. They're not. From what I'm seeing right now, these pictures are authentic from what I'm seeing from my research that I've so far did. These are authentic. They're authentic, you guys. So I don't know. This is just really creepy weird. It's creepy weird. So, and I wanted to also tell you that Don and Candace must have wanted this woman's videos. Don and Candace must have wanted this footage, these pictures and this footage that we got. They must have wanted it, to go away. They must have wanted it to, be debunked really fast because White Boy debunked it. White Boy grabbed and debunked it real quick. And I know the Wells. And when they want something debunked, they'll try, and they say it in a roundabout way. They'll say it if they think you're for them, they'll say it in a roundabout way to, get you to go after it and debunk it. And White Boy did. So, that makes me leery as well, because I've seen it happen. So, during my research, that's one of the things I found out. I found out that White Boy had debunked this. And, and I knew, but why would Don and Candace want it debunked? Right? Why would they want it to go away so fast? Have somebody, come out to destroy it. I don't know. It just makes me more leery of it now, right? Anything they want to go away, I want to look at even more so, to be honest. I take it more into consideration, is what I'm saying. Because I know Don and Candace, and they only want things debunked that they, that they feel may be, a problem for them. Some truth, some truth in it. That's, so that's, another thing I wanted to let you guys know. That, they had that done. So, through White Boy, they used him, to get it done. They just mentioned it to him and how crazy they think it was, and, and how it's BS, and, and they got him on it to debunk it. So, I don't know. Oh, I will, Australia. Absolutely. I will make sure I do that. PG has been quite busy here lately, and with a lot of things. And I didn't I knew she was out there, but I didn't get to view it yet. But I will. Trust me, I will. But tomorrow night, this other lady, oh, it gets even crazier. It gets even. I'm going to tell you. I mean, this is something. This is something. To be honest with you, I think this might be real. I think this stuff here might be real. I don't know. We're going to search more into it. I'm going to find out why why law enforcement TBI hasn't checked into it, hasn't checked into this. I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask if they have, and if they're going to. Definitely. I'm going to let them know. Come tomorrow, I'm going to let them know. And get some answers on this, to get some answers on it. And but this other woman, this other lady, oh my goodness, trust me, the one you guys going to hear tomorrow is even crazier. It's some insane. It's like insane, you guys, totally insane. So I'm going to bring that out. I'm bringing that out tomorrow night. So make sure you're here, Lord willing. Lord willing. I got to always say the Lord willing, because if he ain't, then I don't know what to say. But hopefully he is. And we'll be here. So I'm going to get out of here for tonight. I'm going to let everybody get back to what they're doing. Before I go out of here tonight, I want to, let everyone know, the people who supported Summer's channel tonight, I want to let you know that it's very much appreciated. And I want to let everyone here know that I appreciate each and every last one of you for being here and always supporting this little girl day in and day out. I so appreciate it. I know Summer does too. And you guys are amazing. I don't tell you enough, but you are. And my mods in here, I'm going to tell you, you guys are just absolutely kindred spirits, beautiful human beings. I know I don't tell you guys enough how much it means to me having such good people helping to run Summer's channel. But I'm telling you tonight how much I appreciate you. And that is the truth. God knows it's the truth. And anyway, before I go out, I wanted to let you guys know that I always do my research, right? I always do my research. I keep up with everybody, even the haters, and every now and then I'm able to capture a picture for you guys of what's going on, right? In the haters world. And there you go. Right? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who do I love most of all? Oh, my Donnie. Right. There he is. All I got to do is think about you and you pop up, Donnie. Right. There's white boy in love. Right. There's white boy in love. He's packing around a magic mirror with his most beloved on it. Right. He said, talk to me, Donnie. Talk to me. Yeah. Right. That's funny stuff right there, you guys. That is absolutely funny stuff. I bet you really has that mirror too. For real. If he ain't got one, he wants one now. Right? He's like, dang, why didn't I think of that? Right? But I just always I have to bring something, you guys, to lighten the mood. With everything we're going through, you just got to have something lighten that mood once in a while, right? And that's what we do here. But keep those prayers going up. Keep the prayers going up for Summer Moon, Utah Wells. Keep them going up, because I know God's listening. I know through his son, Jesus Christ, he hears your prayers. Don't ever think God don't hear our prayers, because he does. Every last one of them. You got it. Every last one of us Every human on this earth, they have an angel. They got an angel. We all got angels watching over us. And our angels are reporting back to God. Are we doing good? Are we doing bad? Are we, are we doing righteousness? Are we doing everything God wants us to do? I'm afraid my angels probably got some things. Trust me. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect by far. No, I don't think anyone is. So, I'm sure my angels, you know, I'm pretty sure my angel don't want to tell God sometimes all the things PG does, right? I mean, come on, I didn't even get nothing for Christmas, right? Santa Claus, he's like, I ain't even leaving that girl a lump of coal, right? She ain't even gonna get her hands warm this year. But anyway, um but anyhow, and I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be better, you guys. If you took note, I'm trying to be much better. I'm trying to get a present next year. I don't know if I will or not, but I'm working on it. But anyhow, your angels report back, and God knows, through your angel, he knows everything that you're saying, right? What happens is you pray in the name of Jesus Christ, and through Jesus, God hears your prayers. He hears your prayers. So, remember to be good. Remember to always be good. Always know that angel's reporting back to God. Your angel is reporting back to God. I hear a lot of people say, so my angel's a snitch, right? Well, I guess, yeah. I guess our angel is, a snitch telling on us. But, that's why you got your angel, right? That's why you got your angel. Is to report back to God and keep you in line, because when he reports back to God, when the angel reports back to God that you ain't doing the way you're supposed to, the Lord, sometimes the Lord whoops our backsides, right? Sometimes he whoops our backsides and he gets us back where we need to be. So you got to be thankful that your angel is a snitch, so that you can, God can keep you in line because you are his children. And, so it's all good. It's all good. They work together for our good. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for that. But keep those prayers going up. Keep them going up for these babies, these missing children. We still got Sebastian missing, Michael Vaughn missing, Summer Moon Utah Wells missing. Keep those prayers going up. Keep them going up for one another. Keep them going up for one another. And be good. Be good. Don't let your angel be reporting bad stuff back to God on you. Be good and do what God wants you to do. Make your angel proud of you. Make your angel proud to report back to God all the good things you're doing. Let the hate go, and let the freaking love and sunshine in, right? Open your door tomorrow morning and let the sunshine come in. I don't care how cold it is. Let the sunshine come in. And thank God for another day. And try to be better tomorrow than we were today, right? Let us be better tomorrow than we was today. And let God, and don't ever forget to ask him to give you many more days to be better than you are right now, right? Ask him to always bless you with more days, because people on earth love you. They need you. They want to see you. And if anything happened, you'd be greatly missed. So always make sure that you ask God for more time, right? For more time, so that you can be here with all the people you love and all the people who love you. I know I love you guys, and I know I'd be missing you too. So be good. Be good, you guys. Be good. PG's going to get out of here. I'm going to say good night. God bless and much, much love.